All right, the numbers are in, and here's your market update for Marietta, Georgia for July 2025. The median sales price was $570,000, and that's a modest increase of about 2.6%, which equates to about $15,000. So not the runaway crazy numbers we've been seeing in the past. So a nice modest increase in pricing. Homes for sale were 774. We had a big jump there of 200 units year over year, which is a great sign for the market and a great sign for buyers who now have got more inventory to choose from. Homes sold was 279. Now that was down 34 units. And thinking that that's been a trend last year and this year, and I have a feeling that's due to some affordability issues with the interest rates, kind of staying in the high zone from our, last 15 years or so. So definitely the buyers are feeling that, and not as many units are being sold right now. The days on market is kind of reflecting that as well, with 15 days on market this past July, and that was up 7 days from July 2024. So it's taking a little bit longer to sell a house than it did last year. Month supply, which is how many houses are in the market right now, and if no other houses hit the market and everything's sold out, how long would it take for the inventory to sell out? And that's 3.3 months right now, and that's up about a month from July of 2024. So the days on market's gone up, the month of supply has gone up. Technically, we're kind of still in a seller's market, but with this data, it's kind of showing that we're trending to a more even market. We haven't had an even market or a buyer's market in such a long time. It kind of almost feels like a buyer's market, but it's still working its way to an even market. And I think that's good for buyers and sellers. It's giving buyers more options. It's giving them a little more flexibility with negotiations. We're seeing a lot of closing costs, seller closing cost contributions showing up in offers presented by buyers to the sellers. And we're seeing a lot of those sellers accepting those closing cost contributions as a means to get their home sold quickly. And it's overall, it's good for the market. So it is a good time to buy and sell, which is not always the case. That's kind of the sweet spot of the market. So if you're looking to sell and you've got good data and a good agent telling you where the price point should be, you can move your property relatively fast and have a nice, easy conversation with negotiations, because the transactions are down, and if you want to sell your house, you need to be in that sweet spot with price, and you've got to have a little bit of flexibility with the buyers. Now on the buy side, it's a good time because there's a lot more inventory in the market right now. If you can afford the interest rates, it's a good time to buy, because you've got an opportunity to get a house, because prices are still creeping up a little bit. You can lock into a house at today's price, and when those mortgage rates go down, you can refinance and get yourself a little more affordability in your monthly budget. So it's better to lock in on the purchase price than kind of wait for that mortgage rate to come down, because you can wait 3 or 4 months for the mortgage rates to go down, but those house prices are going to go up. So all in all, the Marietta market is strong, continues to be strong. We're seeing signs of trending toward an even market where neither side has the advantage in the negotiation. And I think everyone would agree that that's where the market should be. All right, so if you're buying or if you're selling, the Costin team's here to help you, advise you on the best way to do it, the best strategies. And of course, if you're selling, your individual neighborhood, your individual area of Marietta is all local, so we can run these numbers specifically for you and get you some good data to make a good selling decision and a good decision on what kind of price you should be asking. And we can be reached directly at 404-408-3006. You can call or text that number. And of course, We're available at thecostinteam.com.